No one is obligated to support you. Period. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to KARLTON'S World. Yes, this is the first official episode of the pod, KARLTON'S World. Yes, we got VPN chat. We got some other things going on inside the whole entire, I guess you would say, podcast bubble. But yes, this is the actual official first episode of KARLTON'S World. You get some insight into my thoughts, what's going on in my brain. My opinions about different things. Might do some television shows down the line. Gonna have some special guests come on as well, talk about things, do some interviews. It's gonna be a whole plethora of things that you get here on KARLTON'S World. I guess I should have did this first, like as the introduction before I started doing VPN chat. But anyway, here we are. Here we go, KARLTON'S World. So we're here, and I thank everybody for joining in, subscribing. I appreciate you following. I just appreciate everyone who has been following me and supporting me over the years, and also the newcomers who are coming on now as I enter this new chapter in my journey. Some of you know me from my films and shows with Victory Productions. Some of you know me from doing interviews with Celebrating Black Excellence at WJBF News Channel 6. Others may remember me from the podcast Fire and Ice. Shout out to my guy Maine. There's other things you probably know me from, but again, I'm here, and this is something new that I just want to do, and I'm just exploring all of the things that I do creative. Ooh, let me get my words right. I want to explore all the things that I do creatively, right? So, some of you may know me from my poetry, spoken word, things like that. So this is just something new. But anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling. Let me get on to what I want to talk about today. So the very first episode right now, I want to talk about, which of course, what you guys, if you're watching, this is what you're doing. I want to talk about support. That's right. I want to talk about the subject of support. Because again, I've been doing filmmaking and stuff for over, this is actually going into our 21st year. We celebrated 20 years last year. So going into our 21st year. So I definitely understand wanting people to support you, support what you do. Especially those that are closest to you, like your family, your friends, your close net of your circle basically of people that you call your friends and family. You want them to support you. I know over the years I've always constantly preached, support this, please support. We all want that, especially as creatives, but not just as creatives. I mean, creators want it too, obviously, but just in general, just in anything that we do, we want that support. We need that support system, sometimes, especially when we're going through the dark days, to really encourage us and to push us to, continuing on in what we want to do, what we dream of doing, and all the other great things. However, I want to say this may seem controversial. People may not like what I have to say. This next statement I'm going to make. But this is real talk though, for real. No, and this is something I had to learn. This is something I had to learn as well. No one is obligated to support you. Period. No one is obligated to support you. No one has to subscribe to your page. No one has to like your page. No one has to watch your shows, your movies. No one has to tell people about what you're doing. No one is obligated to support you. And honestly, that was a tough pill for me to swallow. Yes, do I want people to support me? Absolutely. I would be lying if I said I don't care if anybody supports me or not. That's a lie. That is a bold-faced lie. Of course I care. Of course I want to support. However, I had to learn that nobody's obligated to do so. Nobody has to. And I feel like once I learned that lesson, I need to get my talking together this morning. But anyway, once I learned that lesson, it freed me up, right? So I'm not really disappointed by the people that I thought would support me, and they're not. Or I'm not upset because people that I poured into, people that I have supported, shared, bought products, whatever, done things for them, whatever, I'm not upset when I don't get that back. If that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? I know that's a hard concept to really understand. Again, it took me a while, but once I really understood, hey, Carlton, nobody has to support you. The reason why they're supporting you is because they want to do so out the kindness of their heart. Well, most people. Some people have hidden motives, but that's another subject for another day. But majority of the people that are supporting you, they're doing so because they want to, because they love you, because they want to see you succeed. They want to see you happy. But again, they don't have to. They're doing it out of the kindness of their hearts, right? So once I really understood that, once that really seeped into my spirit, I said, okay, God, all right, I get it, you know? So it was one of those things where I had to really understand that, hey, you know, that's when you really understand what's your why. I know a lot of people say that it's like you need to discover your why. And I'm saying that to you if you're listening or watching. What is your why? Why are you doing what you do? And are you willing to continue to do what you want to do, even if you don't have the support that you necessarily want? So that's the question I have. That's the challenge that I have for you all. And, you know, again, just continue to lean on people who actually authentically do support you. One of my cousins said this to me, and it's something I always hold dear to me to this day. And I was ranting and raving again. I was ranting and raving about how people don't support. And he said, cousin, why are you so focused on the people who don't support you? And why? Because when you do that, you're spitting in the face of those who actually do support you. And at the time, I wasn't trying to hear that. But then when I actually sat with that, it made sense and it resonated. And I had to text him back, and I said, you know what? You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. So I say this again. Just remember the hard truth. No one is obligated to support you. However, the blessing in that is there are people who actually do support you, and you need to embrace that, celebrate that. So yeah. So that's it for me. That's it for this very first episode of Carlton's World. Let me know your thoughts. You know, definitely hit me back if you disagree. You know, hey, you know, we can have a friendly conversation. I'm not here for the I don't do all that back and forth and I ain't in that mindset no more. I ain't trying to do all that. But if you want to have a healthy dialogue about that, I think it is important to have healthy conversations. So if you want to talk about that, or if you have any other subjects that you want me to hit on, or you want my thoughts on, let me know. Let me know in the comments. You know, shoot me a message. But I definitely ask. Here we go. Ask that you support. Even I know you don't have to. I do ask that you support Carlton's World. Definitely go to my YouTube page, which is Carlton T. Clay. I'm debating if I'm gonna change that to Carlton's World or not, just to make everything uniform. But my YouTube page, please subscribe. I'm on Spotify, Apple, and iHeartRadio podcasts, also on SoundCloud. So please go take a listen. Follow me those places as well. And as always, too, Victory Productions, even though I'm not doing the filmmaking at this moment in time, Victory Productions is still very much alive and well and doing well. So our movies are on platforms Tubi, Peacock, Afroland TV, Amazon Prime, Voodoo Fandango, the Roku channel. But for all the information, you can always go to our website, thevpntv.com, and please subscribe to that as well. All right, that's it for me. Thank you for coming. Thank you for listening, and I appreciate you. And this is Carlton's World. Y'all have a good one. Peace.